Diary of a Man in Despair. Friedrich Reck. July 18, 1944.
From my Chiemgau house, I saw the worst bombing ever of Munich. For 3 solid hours, the drone never stopped, and a never-ceasing thunder of exploding bombs shook the earth. And even here, 90 kilometers away, the air pressure shattered windows. Then the powerful drone of the propellers roared overhead. Quite near, I heard 2 detonations, presumably the firing of anti-aircraft. I saw one of these silver metal birds, I don't know whether it was German or English, spiral down in a long glide to the earth, like a leaf made tired by the coming of autumn. It fell about 5 or 10 kilometers from here. Who is going to vouch that some other bomber will not fall through my roof, so that this little property of mine, so bitterly fought for, rescued with difficulty from the time of inflation, is not destroyed? A recent English broadcast named Horpolding as the site of the munition depot. Horpolding is just 8 kilometers from here, in line of flight. Also, the whole lower valley of my clear and guiltless river has been contaminated by the industrial plague brought here by the generals who are mainly responsible for the destruction of Germany. I look at the things I have brought together here, and cherish, the library, the medieval statuettes, the candelabra from the Middle Ages, the drawings, and it seems to me often now that these things have a strangeness about them, and I want to cry. Ah, have you ever looked about you at the possessions of a man on his deathbed, knowing that all of it would soon be scattered to the 4 winds? An endless stream of refugees is now moving down the nearby Autobahn, heading away from Munich, where tens of thousands of bombed-out people have spent rainy nights camped in the streets off the Maximiliansplatz, broken old women with long sticks on their shoulders to which are attached bundles containing all they own in the world, miserable, homeless people, with burned clothes, in whose eyes there is still the horror of the firestorm, the pulverizing explosions, the burial under debris, the frightful death in the cellars where people suffocated amidst the river of sewage and excreta from the burst mains. But why should Herr Hitler worry, as, we are told, in his shelter being dug constantly deeper into the earth, he reads a novel a day, and at night, restless, painful nights of the mass murderer and sentimental gangster, spends his time watching movies? Why should that lout named Speer worry either, with that clean-cut expression of his, which is the epitome of this whole sickening, mechanical, little-boy-at-heart generation? I must admit something about Speer, after Papen, who combines the conscience and sense of honor of a butcher's hound with stupidity so devastating it is not an excuse but a crime, and just after these new German pseudo-Girondists and ersatz aristocrats of the type of Krupp et al., his is the most sickening face I know among Nazidom's second string, and he imagines himself to be the reincarnation of Leonardo da Vinci.